$2 from somebody, short stack goblussy.
Yo, what's happening, chat? I hope you're all pog champing tonight, gooning even. Somebody in chat is clearly gooning. You know, shout out to the goblins. You know, when I went to stream for the second time this week, I've been inundated with like, oh my god, like what? He's streaming 2 times? What's wrong? Oh shit. But yeah, I have been convinced to stream today by community member Slaw. He was talking to me and he was like, you should stream. And basically one thing to led to another. And now here I am. So here I am. We're doing a little bit of a chill stream, right? To do a bit more because apparently you guys are thirsty for diesel content. And Slaw has always got us. Someone's strangling their goose in chat. But yeah, so there's that. Give me that. Yeah.
$2 from somebody, gimme that giant.
Give me that giant. I'm gonna pronounce it like that from now. I don't want the gyat. I want the giant. That's how we used to say it in academia. We didn't say gyat or booty. We say giant. Yeah, everybody has stream ideas for diesel, but it's difficult.
$2 from Cat was taken. Hey chat, did you know? Bread.
Yeah, bread. Cat was taken as wanted me to stream as well because of the need to get bread, as he puts it. But yeah, so we're doing a little bit of some Lolcow pack watching today. So you know, you know, when you go to bed tonight, make sure to think of a goblin with a bratty attitude. But unfortunately, today we have to think about men of a different proclivity, if you will, right? But if you're unfamiliar, chat, and we'll get to, if you're a diesel viewer, you know that I have an obsession with obscure Lolcows. So I've come across a guy called Father Andrew who runs a religion. But more so than that, we've looked at a guy called King Cobra on stream. kind of in passing, but I haven't really given any time to King Cobra in a serious sense in a long time. I know a decent amount because of Chris, but I could always know more. And I've heard that King Cobra has a woman now, a real life goth girl. So if he can get someone, you gooners too can get someone. Slaw, thank you for the 5 gifted. That's like you were just speaking to me. Somebody must have been like in the middle of jorking their peanuts right before stream started to be talking about so much goblussy and gobiddies. Why do you look like Too Mad, Diesel? Smackle. I don't even know how to begin to address that in a serious capacity. I don't know how to address that, Smackle. I don't. I like. What am I supposed to fucking say to that one? What? Diesel, it looks like you kind of got some African phenotypes in your skin there. Like they might as well have just said that. You know. I don't even know what to say. I've been told I look like Chris.
$5 from somebody. Goblin gang gooning for Giant, Gobitties, and Goblussy.
He's Too Mad's better brother. I ain't anywhere close to related to Too Mad. Don't even go there. Okay, he was fucking crazy. All right, I slept. I got the call. Too Mad died. Has enough time passed? Can I be this cruel now? Is this like a 9/11 thing where we got to give it a couple of years, or is it like I can do it like right now in this present time? Like I got the call that Too Mad had passed, like the towers being hit, and then that same night I slept peacefully knowing that Too Mad was gone. You look like Chris the Snack. The Snark. I don't look like Chris the Narc either, I will say that. Chris is much twinkier in real life. I'll say that. Chris the Narc is much twinkier in real life. But here, King Cobra, a girlfriend. Is that too mean to say about Too Mad? Is it too soon? Okay, the same 2 joke is bad. I gotta stop doing that. It's a force of habit. Let me turn off my heat because I'm kind of hot and I'm wearing sweats. I'll be right back. The chair's in charge while I'm gone.
$5 from Cat was taken. Damn, alls I am hearing is you answer Slaw's texts but not mine. I see how it is. Parasocial heartbreak plus no bread plus not a real baker plus baby oil.
Oh my God, Slaw. And
$50 from Suicidal Slaw. Crazy. I was crazy once they locked me in a rubber room with rats, and rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once they locked me in a rubber room with rats, and rats make me crazy. Enjoy your rubber room.
Oh, enjoy your rubber room. Okay, a bit shorter than I thought. Chair called me the N-word. Base? But so Kat, I was in a voice call with Slaw, right? Because my homies and I, of which Slaw's included, have a D&D server, and he'll sometimes pop in, and he'll just listen to me run sessions. But it was just me. I was playing, and this is not a joke. I was playing Orc Massage, and I was playing Orc Massage and eating dinner, and Slaw had popped up, and then that's how I ended up streaming. Hey Diesel, thoughts on the clip of Hassan about him complaining about streaming being more exhausting than working an 8-hour sales job? I like to think that I put a pretty decent amount of performance effort in streaming, and this job is the easiest thing ever. Period. That's it. Period. Listen, I've worked dog doo-doo jobs. I didn't know you were gooning to Orc Massage. No. I can't. Okay, hentai games. I can't play a hentai game and like jerk off. Like it's just too much work, you know? I listen, guys, I already DM sessions twice a week, but I assure you there is a Wild West campaign coming to the channel. It will happen, okay? It is going to happen. Here, I'll even do you guys a favor right now before we get into the Lolcow content, right? Let me show you. Hold on. That's right. I need to download it. So we are doing a few things. I have referenced it a couple times in the one shot. But with that said, right, we are doing, hold on, let me do a portraits folder. There we go. Throw that in there. Let me not accidentally show too much there. Too many don't let's play with one hand. Yeah, too many don't allow you to let's play with one hand, right? You need to have it, you need one-handed operation, and it's just too much. It's too much work. It's too much work. I'm a simple man, okay? It's getting a little ridiculous out there in society, and I personally can't bring myself to be gooning to all these difficult games, okay? Like, I need to focus. I bought, what is it, Peeping Dorm Manager, which is a really well-made hentai game, and it's actually a lot of fun. There's a lot of management aspects to it. I could never jerk off to it because there's just too much going on. There's like I have a bunch of stuff to do and manage, and I have to collect all this stuff and like keep it in my head because the systems in place just are a little complicated. So hold on, I have a lot to download. I have had one of the players producing a bunch of portraits. She's an artist, Kat. In fact, all three of the ladies in the campaign are artists. What am I saying? But Kat has been tasked with doing the portraits, and she has been doing a bang-up job. I accidentally downloaded that twice. All right. There we go. So you're saying you're a two-hander. The plot of Orc Massage is like okay. Right? Okay. So we've been working on a lot for the D&D like show that we'll do here. Um, and you know, it's not like fucking. But we're not like Critical Role, obviously, right? But I'd like to think I'm a decent DM. But we've been working on developing a few new races for the world. One of which is a Mothkin race. So I've wrote all the world lore, all the shit going on in it, and so this is our first render of what the Mothfolk will look like, right? So it's been taking a while to figure out what exactly we're going to do. They're kind of a mix between the more bug-like appearance that some people have been doing and the more anime look. So we're trying to hit somewhere in the middle. We want them to look noticeably alien. So there's that. And here we go. And here's the next one I'll show you. There is a faction for Joka Baby. And I've also come up with all of that. And so this is one of the characters of that faction. Wonderful tiefling mime that we have here. So there's a bunch. Again, it's based on the Old West, so I'm pulling a lot from history and all that stuff. Right. But that's what's been going down. Right. But yeah, cat bang goes out. Clown no see. Cat bang goes out. There's definitely more there. There were some requirements I gave to her for some of the characters. Some of them I'm not showing you because their visual appearance kind of gives away their bit, to say the least, right? But we've been putting a lot of work into it, right?
$2 from Cat was taken. Is that clown single? Asking for a friend.
That clown in particular is single. She is not dating anybody. Cat, you just have to send her a telegram. It'll be there soon. Or you can send her a letter by post mail, and some guy on a horse will deliver it in 3 months. So you could do that. But anyway, with that said, I hope that lets you know that we have been working on it. It's a multi-person project to put this off the ground, because I don't want it to be shitty like Critical's first episode of his D&D thing. And we've all played together, so there's at least some rapport there. But I will also, I am bringing in custom rules and stuff, so that, again, I've made. And the plan is in the future, we'll have a whole world book, and then you can buy that, and it's like a physical Kickstarter thing that you can, like, purchase, right? Where are the crab people? Everything turns into crabs in the end. I won't lie, I've debated with the idea of making crab people, and I want to for the sake of just the cool factor alone. I saw a really nice render of a bandito crab, and it's something I'm thinking about probably in the future. Not with this. We're already doing 2 races and like 3 feats and 20 guns and a bunch of other stuff. So is the moth bangable? There is another render where her, and it that is a her, that moth is a woman. I had to explain visually to Kat the genetic differences between male and female moths for this. But this is a woman, and when her wings are spread out, I said to Kat, I'm like, I kind of think I'd fuck it.
$5 from Slug. It needs a race of slugs that just cause chaos. Cat already has designs for slugs. Let her know I'm chill with my slugs being used for this.
Slug, I am not adding a slug race. Is the moth a thick lady? Like she's got moth bearing hips. But for the love of God, I just want to get to listen. This guy who's crazy has a girlfriend, and we need to know about slug races. Moth women are usually hot. It's just a fact of life. Naturally, as a matter of course. Okay. We are so bad. I am a horror writer at heart. I like that. So the other race is definitely not going to be bangable. We have mole people.
$2 from Cat was taken. Tell Cat with AK I said hi from Cat with a C.
I will tell her. She's in a D&D session right now. It's 20 minutes in. Are you enjoying your rubber room? I just want to get to the fucking topic. I'm having the opposite problem today. Yeah, but I want to hear about the hot people. You'll find. Listen, I had one of the requirements for some of the characters was I said to Cat, I'm like, Cat, you need to make these characters hot, right? But the mole people are not going to be hot. Not everything I make is going to be hot, okay? And period. That's it. But with that being said, chat, let me stop derailing the fucking stream. You know how we are. Okay. No, I'll save that. I'll save the rest. I don't want to give away too much. I don't want to give away too much. But the moth people are gonna be pretty diverse and a large aspect of this. So, you know, when you see how they're portrayed in other portraits and stuff like that, right? Then I would love to see what people think of them. But in the meantime, that is all I will show. I will also say the design is pretty fucking humongous as well, but they are medium-sized creatures in 5e terms. Mole people are like, what's up, my digger? Oh. Mr. President, a second trader. The problem is, Cat, is that I am easily distracted by things. Can't wait for a moth who can't fly because their dumpy's too fat. Yeah. Okay. All right. Stream, I have a question to ask. I'm making a poll, chat. I'm making a poll. So you hold your tookish right there in your seat. Diesel, how do you respond to the allegations that you are still living with your mother because you were your own mother wearing a Diesel IRL costume. Are you okay? Why are you all putting keys in the chat? Am I missing something? Is there a bit here? Quick, cat, chat, jiggle your keys in front of him. No, no. No, fuck off. Fuck off. I don't, fuck you. Fuck you. I hate that that fucking worked. Fuck you. That joke, the bit's done, chat. The bit's done. The bit's done. I figured it out. Oh, shit. No, I'm not. I listen. I know exactly what you're doing, chat. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, you're putting keys in the chat to distract me from the topic, but the topic is happening. The topic is happening. Period. I'm gonna move on from this, and I'm gonna ignore you. It's gonna be me and myself and my brain alone. It's just me in my box, my rubber room. They weren't paying attention. No. Red crayons. That's the same thing as the key. I'm clicking on the video now, chat. The stream has started. Okay, so if you don't know who this fucking guy is, he's like this mentally deranged man who makes potions and concoctions in his house, mixing them with yeast, right? Similar to how I mix my potions in your mother with yeast. No, King Cobra is weird. Where's the poll? I decided for chat because I don't. Fine, fine. You want me to make a fucking poll? I like the fucking poll. Let's find out. What do we do, chat? What do we do on this stream? Because we're so derailed. Okay? No, I'm focusing on the topic. I'm focusing on the topic. I'm focusing? Yeah, so this is the guy. Yes, chat. This is the guy who makes mead. Right? It was like 3-hour mead. Hold on. I'll play one of those first. So you guys know. King Cobra mead. Right. So so this guy's teeth are all fucked up. And when Kristen Ark passed by, he showed this video to us. Right? So this is that. Right? So what this guy does is he takes like instant yeast that you buy on your Amazon and mix it with concoctions, and the yeast bacteria ferment and create alcohol, and then you drink it after, and it's fortified wine, right? Anybody can make this at home. You can get all the ingredients, even if you're under the legal age of drinking. I'm not condoning that, but I did think about doing that before I was 21. So I did think about that idea, right? My forehead is just that big.
Slug. I just noticed Diesel makes his forehead bigger in his thumbnails. I'm waiting for it to be all forehead one day. Key, 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 key.
I'm glad. I'm so glad that we figured out how to use emojis in the super chats. It's totally not fucking distracting. Right, but that's what he does. That's what he does. He mixes a bunch of crap in a bottle and drinks it, thinking that it gets him drunk, but it really doesn't in the same breath, right? So there he is. He's putting in some sugar, right? Because if you wanted to, you could make mead, right? Making a fucking mess too. Jesus. What you can't see right now is the roaches all coming out from under the table, all coming to grab the sugar.
You split a little bit, that's all right. Still a full cup.
He just gets sick. Exactly, he just gets sick.
Got 2 bananas.
He may get drunk and sick. No, there's no way he doesn't. There's no way he gets drunk, right? Because you can't ferment mead in 3 hours. The yeast hasn't eaten enough of the crap in the thing for you to get drunk. Okay? It's not. He's shaking. He ain't in his crack pipe today. Right? So it literally not enough time has passed in order for him to get drunk. So if he's saying he's getting drunk, then it might be psychosomatic, at least in this case. Oh yeah, he does drink actual booze a lot too. Well, yes. Psst, 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 psst. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. You wear. I wore cat ears once.
Local honey.
So he's making it right now, right? And he's gonna go through this whole fucking process of putting all this disgusting shit in here, right? And he puts some Reese's chocolate syrup, which is even more fucking disgusting, and there's no fucking reason for that whatsoever. Period.
Plus, this is already like practically almost full. When you're adding bacon to your mead to make it bacon flavored mead, you want the bacon bits to do it because it's already cooked and cured, so it won't get all funkified and rotten.
Okay. That's fucking disgusting. I don't want to drink bacon flavored mead. I like mead, right? This is empty. I need to throw this out, right? But this is really good mead and really cheap. It was like fucking $18 for this bottle. Bunratty mead. It's an Irish fortified wine, right? And it was delicious. In no world do I want to drink a alcoholic beverage that tastes like bacon. Funkified and rotten are not culinary terms.
Here, bacon bits into our wine.
Cobra makes good mead. Don't slander him. See, Chris, we're covering this because of you. Like, you're why we're here. What are you doing with those empty bottles, boss? Cloudy, it's a single bottle. I have more than one. It's because I haven't gone to recycle my glass, which is why it's still here. But I assure you, I do not have... No, this makes me sound like an alcoholic. I'm way too cogent to be an alcoholic right now, but... He's here, get him. Okay. Culinarily, now I'm not a mead maker, but like it's gonna be like a fucking, you know, like the 5-bean salad where it's all like layered to the top. All the oil from the bacon is gonna separate and go to the top of his mead, because it's less dense than all the powdered liquids below it. You know what would make this better? If you use like a mortar and pestle to do it. You see, a little known fact about King Cobra is that he is also a wand maker. And he sells wands on Etsy, handcrafted wands. Now all of this is unrelated to the fact that he wants to bang a living goth girl consensually. I'm sorry I had to specify those other 2 points, but he also made a point of specifying those 2, so there's that. They're bacon bits too. That shit is just soy and flavoring. Yeah, I mean, can't you just... the estrogen is just oozing from that meat.
Bacon's clogging up the funnel. Hold up 1 second.
Bacon's clogging up the funnel. Okay. My first husband used to make mead. This is horrifying. Nothing like I'm used to. The way that you specify that is like, it's like the mead was the reason that he's your first husband. He wants an of-age, single, cis, goth GF. Okay. Important things to mention.
There should be enough sugar for our juice and our yeast to ferment. Practically the whole damn container. And just for shits and giggles, we'll add a little bit of Jif Creamy.
He's making a death potion.
Just a little splash of that.
There's no reason to add this to his bacon peanut butter meat chocolate mead.
The juice we're gonna be making it from is this Mucho Mango.
Okay. Hypothetically, chat. Hypothetically. Okay, hear me out. I've said that I would do a lot of things. Maybe I'd be okay if I did this. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna get botulism. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna do this. That's a joke. I'm not gonna do this.
This is where we're gonna require a lot of shaking because of how thick all the ingredients are.
No. For the love of fucking God, no. Don't do this, no. You die. Jeez, chat. Suggest one stupid thing and you all say, no, Diesel, don't do it. I just want to clarify, you guys were all on board for me to have a gas station dick pill? I heard John Chairs. I heard you guys did. Make gas station caffeine PP pill mead. That's gonna be a very expensive bottle of poison. Rhino mead. Oh shit. I was not. Claudia on her hands and knees saying, Diesel, don't take the gas station dick pill. Yeah, but like, okay, chat, here's the thing. He survived. He's not dead. I mean, he's not particularly alive either. But in the same breath, he could be worse off.
I'll have to drink some of this down to make some room for more juice.
Gotta drink some of it down. Ah! I'm gonna puke. I need to look away. I need to look away. I'm looking back now. Oh my god. Oh, the humanity. You know what? Never mind. Do what you want. I don't know why I try. I like to live dangerously. Ooh. Ooh, he's chewing it. He's got to chew it. It must be salty with all the bacon bits. Ooh. Ugh. Disgusting. Disgusting. Putrid. Putrid human. Imagine what it smells like in there. You know what I mean? Like, you know when you see like a picture and you're like, damn bitch, you live like this? Like, what is the like the scent in the room? Right? Like what is the aura that emanates from that presence, you know? Gross. Fucking nasty.
They don't look very appetizing.
He's got cholera. It smells like cholera in there. Smells like botulinum toxin. Damn, that room smells like brain-eating amoeba. What the fuck died in there? King Cobra did.
But there you go.
Okay. Chat. What happened to his pet lizard? Right? Apparently his lizard went missing from what I heard, right? What exactly happened to the lizard? I almost said the wizard. He is a wizard.
Be enough room for that.
The Reddit post. He's literally brewing diarrhea.
Put an airlock hole in the middle right there on that little dimple in the middle of the lid.
Hell yeah. Real men use power tools to make their garage wine.
That lid off real quick.
His gut biome can cure any disease.
And I dropped the lid down the fucking drain. I dropped the fucking lid down the drain. Luckily, I have a fucking...
He escaped, thankfully. Okay, his lizard escaped.
...on that goddamn other bottle.
Okay. The cool room smell. It smells like it smells like boy smell in there. I should laugh. He took it out with him on a smoke break, and it jumped from his hands and ran. That happened before winter, so that bitch is dead. That's understandable. Let's see. Mod Cat sent me the what would be the title of the book of King Cobra and his GF. And it's the book Love in the Time of Cholera by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. I'm deaf. Why did oh, I played Cat's Meme and it was playing MGR instead of playing on the video.
I went into my kitchen sink and tried to rinse that lid off, and I dropped that spare lid that I had into the garbage disposal, and I wasn't going to try to fish it out. So we're just going to use the lid from the other bottle, our wine-making yeast.
His eyes scare me. I've come to all right, as I've like watched a lot of people who are like crazy or like evil or bad. There's just some like it's true what they say about eyes being the window to the soul, right? Because this motherfucker's eyes are weird as hell. I like this. He must have really strong prescriptions. Actually, what am I saying? Yeah, those are really fucking strong prescriptions. Bro got some fucking goggles on.
For a week, and then
that explains why his eyes are so big and bulbous.
Strain it, just like we did last time. Pour that in there. Put the lid on.
There's just something inhuman about them. Yeah, like on occasion, I'll like you just see something in somebody's eyes that you just can't put your finger on, right? The same thing happened last time with that crypto guy's daughter, where her vibes were just bad. She just had really rancid, evil vibes.
Stir that around. Put the balloon on. And that balloon in place.
Oh shit! This is the fart con. It's the fart condom for his diarrhea potion. that is like, you know, by and large the process by which you concoct a meatery potion. However, the execution of which is quite horrifying. There's nothing going on behind those eyes. Yeah, Cyrax is much worse. Like I've never heard anything particularly horrifying about him other than him being like really obviously clearly should not be doing this, and he's clearly not well. Me when I fucking get you. Oh shit. So yeah, he has officially gotten his goth girlfriend, who is of age and a woman. So let's take a gander at this. Shout out to King Cobra for ending his dry spell. Fellas, remember, you too can look like a garbage pail kid and still get action. All right, you can be garbage pail kid Andy over here and still get laid.
When nobody would even see me.
How long did you last?
None of your business.
Yeah, none of your business, Yellow, but thank you for your $2.
Yeah, she's of age. She's doing better than most.
Yeah, Jessica showed up. That's most definitely what the fuck is up, tubes. And we got our drink combo, of course. You know, the peanut butter whiskey and the A&W root beer.
Disgusting. Disgusting. All right. Hot take as somebody who, all right, over the pandemic, right? I was like, this YouTube thing ain't working out. And then I started training to be a bartender, and that slowly turned into barista. And now there's a coffee company. But the funny thing is, right? I had tried a bunch of liquors, and by far, and like Axis said in the chat earlier, by far, one of the worst things ever is like this weird push for like dessert liqueurs. So like a liqueur is something where it's like over a certain percentage of sugar, it becomes a liqueur and not a liquor. But I had tried a bunch of stuff like that, and some of it was really fucking gross. There was one that I had that was like an orange cello. It was almost all sugar, and it just tasted like Sunny D. And it was like okay as like a taster or a shot, but it was very clearly meant to not be taken straight. And the way it was sold was the idea was that it was like a sipping drink, or like oh, you can make a mimosa super fast, and it was way too fucking sweet. Diesel, you look like the stereotype for an art major. That's because I am an art major. I have a bachelor's of the arts, so I am that guy.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Tremendous. I mean, you know, Chris's crabs foiled again.
All donations will
I
go.
like rum, coke, and lime. I kind of agree with the sentiment of anything for views, that like habitual rum drinkers are just like violent. Rum gets me super fucked up. I'm a tequila mojito person, right? I love a margarita. All right. I just love tequila. Tequila's great. I'm a big fan of tequila. Wine and vodka and shit shouldn't taste like candy. I think whiskey you could probably reasonably get away. You don't look like an art major. You took the stereotypical art major route. Arts, videography, bartender, barista. Oh shit. Fuck you, cat. What is it? The flavored vodkas that are like artificially flavored sweet are really gross. Rum makes people angry. Yeah. That's where I not a fan. It does get me really fucked up though, so that's I'll drink it. If I'm like in a speed run to get fucked up, I'll be like, give me the rum. Okay? Because it's good enough to drink, but it'll get me fucked up. Can I get you 2 pumps of vanilla?
Towards treating Jessica to a romantic dinner. Whether it's Wendy's or Silver Fox, you know.
Silver Fox.
Silver Fox makes some fucking bomb-ass prime rib. Although I will say this, not as good as my dad's prime rib. My dad makes the best prime rib, no apologies.
He's very drunk. He's very drunk. I'm a rum girly. I just get flirty Lamau. I can't. I need to stick to clear liquors personally. A nice tequila blanco. You rim it with lime and put some salt. That's good.
You didn't dust your entertainment before she came there. Wow. And it's like, who fucking cares? I carve wands in my apartment, so like dusting's kind of pointless. But when it gets real bad, I do dust. Best 28 seconds of the young lady's life. Thanks, Nick, for your $2.
Oh shit! Listen, on one hand, they're insulting the shit out of him. On the other hand, he just made $2, right? Like,
that's most definitely what's up. People are like, "Oh my God, is Jessica gonna show up? Are you guys gonna stream together?" Well, here you go. Me and Jessica are streaming together.
he found someone who's just as drunk as him. They're both so far gone.
Well, I don't look my most presentable right now because I have zero lack of.
You don't see me complaining.
No, you're not.
Oh my God, they're both so drunk right now. Holy shit. This is where if these were like normal people, they'd have a friend come in and be like, it's time to turn off the stream. But that's not what this is. See, I don't drink a lot now, chat, because when I drink a lot and I get hungover, I have the first day of a physical hangover, and then it takes me days to fully recover. Right? like days. I end up in like this brain fog, and it just takes forever to leave, and it's terrible. I hate it. So I really got to watch it when I drink because I don't want to end up getting hungover.
All the super chats are coming in. That'll go towards food.
Jessica brings her vitamins too. Oh, she's an addict. What's her drug of persuasion?
Max, thank you for all the generosity. You don't gotta donate, but if you do, it's greatly appreciated. Hope you're all having a fucking beautiful Friday, dude. I know I am. Shit, I ain't complaining.
Wow, welcome to the club, buddy. I literally I could that's just being over 25. It sucks. It sucks because most of my college experience was over COVID. So I didn't really party. And then I went to like Baltimore VidCon, got really fucking drunk, and then I was like sick for a whole week. I couldn't fucking work. Like those streams that week I came back from VidCon, I could not fucking focus at all. More than usual.
Something I did want to do was go buy lottery tickets somewhere, but if you don't want to leave,
yeah, I'm down to buy.
Nah, she's too big. She's too big to be doing heroin. Not to sound like a horrible person, but yeah.
Buy a lottery ticket because I got a good feeling I want to win the lottery this year.
Yeah, well, I have a feeling that either me or you will, because I've already manifested this. So, and I'm gonna get what I fucking have been owed. Even my friend believes that I deserve the multi-millions I could have had. So
shit, if I won the lottery.
All right, guys, I could be shit-faced. I could be blackout drunk, and not even I would think that I have a chance out of hell to win a lottery.
Lottery, I'll treat you right. Be my little sugar baby.
You'll just be my sugar dad.
You mean when you ate the eraser? No, I think the eraser was New Year's or sometime around New Year's. It was a lot of fun. We were watching Scream Queens, and it's a drinking game. One of the she actually became a writer for MPT. She was on one of the D&D streams. Her name's Hal. Hal came up with this drinking game called well, it wasn't really a drinking game, really. We drank every time they said fucking Chanel or Chad. And they say Chanel and Chad a lot in Scream Queens. And she's British, so she can hold her liquor. And it was not good for me.
There you go. Sending hate. What the fuck? Sending hate from Australia. Okay, if you're sending hate, why would you donate money? That's just the thing of it. My trolls are fucking retarded.
It might be more than the drink if you're just shoving. Okay, so that night that I ate the eraser, I drank a lot of hard liquor. I drank a lot because I was trying to go shot for shot with a person who has a much more robust drinking culture than I. And it was not good. And I did not water it down. I did not eat. So that was one of the times where I was like fucked up for quite some time.
Yeah, pretty much. Chat is blowing up with donations. Thank you so much.
I wish I had internet so I could read.
Diesel, I'm just popping in to say the decaf is delicious. But what's this about eating an eraser? Also, Rita, very base of you to eat an eraser sober. I guess I'm not that weird. Okay, so I didn't eat the eraser. I put it in my mouth, and then I would spit out the little bittles of eraser. I did not swallow an eraser. An eraser did not enter my stomach, okay? I did not erase the insides of my body. What was the flavor profile like? Rubber. Right? But that's why. I was very drunk, but I was cogent enough to go, this would be funny if I did this. And I did it. And then, lo and behold, here we are.
Your comments while you're on here.
You don't want to read the comments.
Yeah, I do.
They're fucking disgusting.
I don't want to read them.
My trolls are so fucking jealous that Jessica's here, and that just proved it. Y'all got blocked, motherfucker. Get some pussy in your life, and you'll be a lot happier.
This guy's kind of spitting right now. He's kind of spitting. He's like, get some pussy in your life, and you'll be happier. He's kind of spitting.
Teeth check. Fuck off.
He did not brush. He did not brush.
Leave Josh alone.
This is not true. Bussy is better. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna front. If you're a if you're a bussy ball or pussy enjoyer, you're welcome here. It's not for me though. I'm not interested. But you know, it assumedly it would help improve your mood if you blasted out the femboy twink of your dreams, you know? So it was a triangle. It's a triangle shaped eraser, like a big rubber eraser, like one you'd use in like class.
Yep. It's too fucking easy. All I gotta do is hide comments and don't even acknowledge it. The only thing they get is your comment got deleted and fuck sickos.
All right, Josh. Don't pay them no mind.
No, they're just mad because I got a sweet of-age lady at my side and they don't. That's what it is, dude.
Come here.
You aren't interested in bussy or pussy. I see. You're an out ace king. No. Listen. I need a short stack goblin waifu in my laifu. I.
I made sure to shower with my tactical soap before Jessica came over. And she even said it the first time she met me. She's like, shit, you smell good. I'm like, yeah, what's up?
Like, Vosh? No. No. Commodore Chomp, thank you for becoming a gas station attendant. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Fucking my homie Toxic, I feel so bad. And she says it's not the pillow's fault, right? But you know, put respect where it's due, right? She's a very talented person. One of my favorite people. Like, we just have the humor. Like, we just get each other, right? But her account got like fucked over by Twitter, and so it's been difficult for her lately. So she took a little break. But she opened up a Safe for Work Twitter account. I'm trying to find like a good example of her drawing that isn't like some goblin getting her pussy blasted. She's a very talented artist and an amazing person and close friend. But yeah, she also has a. You mean your mom, I guess, in a way. But yeah, she has a Safe for Work Twitter. So if you guys haven't followed it, please do, because she does a lot of work and she's one of the hardest fucking workers in the room. So, you know, just put respect where it's due.
Close your eyes, Josh, and put out your other hand.
Link me those blasting images.
No, yeah.
Pass dispensers from Harry Potter. That's what the fuck is up. Aw, thank you, Jessica.
Toddler level gift. It is a toddler level gift. You know, here's the thing: if they're happy and disgusting and gross together, then they could do that. Just share the body pillow image. That's true. I could do that. But the time has moved on now.
I love Harry Potter. It's such a beautiful.
Breaking the goober code. Hold on. Fine. You want it so bad? Here, let me get it. All right. Fuck. You can't buy the body pillows now. That time in history has passed. We'll probably do stuff with Toxic again in the future. Want to make sure that lady makes her bread. But yeah, you know, on occasion we'll do something like fantasy related and body pillows. So we did that. When is Mana Potion gonna start selling tactical soap? We are not. Don't act like we're twisting your arm by asking you to show Hot Goblin.
Series. Look closed. Oh, check out the sweet little moonshine jug. Lay off.
$2 from Fernando H. Straight up yorking it. Goth damn.
Volcano emoji. You know what's funny? Hold on. Let me pull that up. You know, there was so you remember when we went over the scammer payback shit? All right, remember that? So Savannah recently put out some new videos.
It's been 5 months.
Right? And you know what's funny? I heard a little birdie. Said that there was a researcher who helped with these.
That's all.
I need to try and find it. You know, it'd be funny if I was in the. Hold on, let me go over the. Hold on, we're gonna take a little detour. I'm sorry, I'm doing the exact thing. So I heard that Hina, the girl who exposed Scammer Payback, became a researcher for Savannah Marie.
Channel by clicking the join button down below underneath this video. We'd be happy to have you on no matter what platform.
Xylie's a birdie now. I didn't hear it from Xylie. That was the problem. That's why I said a little birdie.
And with that, the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Hula Chowdown, Jacqueline.
Oh, okay.
Nuttin,
You know, if I that'd be so fun. I paid $10. I should be in here.
Drew, KJ Barnes, Leanne, Sarah Simi, Caroline Reed, Daniel Urena, Maddie Darley, Ray, Turd Ferguson, Martine Hubert, Love to Be Evil, Amber Price, Baby Pink Pearl, Alice Wagner, Carol Campbell, LaSalle Story, Mother Dragon 82, Fallon Lowry, Hannah, The Best Elephant, Jessica Billhart, Emion, and Auntie Lou, and to the rest of my fine.
Hey, this bitch cut my name from it. Bitch. Yo, saw your name. Wait, was my name in it? Hold on. Let me go look.
It's been 5 months since the.
It's been 5 months since pee pee poo poo pee pee pee.
Caroline Reed.
Oh, we're gonna be here forever. Hold on. I'm sorry, chat. I need to look. I need to know. We're going to find out together. I bought it on here. We're all going to find out. No, it's in there. I saw it too. It was there. I know I was at the tier that she would have to read my name out loud, okay? I know I was at that tier. You didn't pay enough to get... Yeah, apparently. Why is this not in alphabetical order? Why is this not in alphabetical order? I'm sorry, not to be annoying. Just do frame by frame with the arrow keys. It does 5 seconds, that's why. I need to see. I need to know, chat. Hey! Hey! Here we go. I'm into Savannah Marie video credits. Oh, shit. This lady didn't even notice. Wah. Hey, that's a me. I gotta tweet that one out. Hey, Ma, I'm on camera. Oh, shit. Hold on, let me screen cap that. There we go. And highlight it. Oh, shit. Look, Gary, there I am. There we go. Oh, shit. I am having quite the chuckle about that. Apparently, fun fact. Apparently, Hina was threatening. You know what? We'll just read the fucking thing. We'll just read the fucking thing, right? We'll just read it. Because this woman, unbelievable behavior, right? Let me go find it. I know somebody sent it to me. Can we go back to Roblox car crashes? Not right now. Yeah, she threatened to commit seppuku. Yeah, to commit a delete self, right? So, oh, she's a true crime researcher now. True crime. All right, so here's her post. Diesel, I haven't heard your smoke alarm tonight. I'm proud of you for changing the batteries. I actually had to get a whole new smoke detector. So, thank you, Nadi. I appreciate it. Yeah, she tried to commit... Well, she allegedly went to go commit Sudoku after this. I don't believe her, which I understand is kind of fucked up to say, but that's where I am. All right, but we'll read it now since we're on a little bit of a detour. I knew I was living on borrowed time to begin with when I left Scammer Payback. You know, because the Scammer Payback hitmen were coming after her. Scammer Payback, you can hide behind your family all you want. It might not be now. It might be years later. But you will get what you deserve. You get what you fucking deserve. Looks like she lured Savannah into her trap. No, the entire intention of this was because Scammer Payback, you know, curved her. That was it. Borrowed time. Yeah, all those heart disease. She had a heart condition. Remember in her story when she said she was at the hospital and then she started straight jorking it, you know, and volcanoing emojis. I thought she was going to Game End. Yeah, she is. She's gonna say that Keemstar, don't do it. Bro, she was making fat racks, okay? If she couldn't manage her money as an adult, I have no fucking qualms about her, like, saying, I have no money, I'm broke. Fucking manage your money better. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you were making boohoo bucks in your fucking country. Like, stupid. Borrowed time is something you say when you have a terminal illness. Yeah, she does have a terminal illness. She's terminally stupid. Oh my god. All right, let's see. Goodbye, Chris. Chris, this is for you. You knew I didn't want to go along. You knew. You're not a child. You're in your 40s. And don't even try to convince anyone that you didn't understand. There were no mixed signals. You get off on forcing people who aren't into it. Oh my god. Oh no, the consequences of my actions. The one before me was a lesbian, for fuck's sake. Hey, maybe the guy is cheating on his wife with tons of people that come on through. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
$2 from cat was taken. Pink body fund or candle wax mead fund died.
I don't know. It's one or the other. Like, literally only a small section of the internet even know who she is. All she has to do is start a new life and just log off. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. You propositioned to long-term SP scammer payback community members and even your longtime investor. Yeah, the guy who's from a Christian background, not getting enough action at home, is propositioning people for sex outside of marriage. Wow, color me surprised. I've never seen that one before. What are you going to hit me with next? The priest was a pedophile? Jeez. I know you have blackmail material on all of them. Like you have blackmail material on him. Like you tried to play that card. It's up to them to come forward or not. But the people closest to you know how fucked up, manipulative, self-centered, and narcissistic you are. I don't know, man. Maybe. They know they weren't the only ones you pulled onto this shit. You can fake being in rehab. You can send your fans after me, but that doesn't change the fact that the people closest to you, the ones that know you in real life, not your fans, knew you weren't above this. That they knew it was only a matter of time before you messed up with someone who would make things public. I never imagined a life out of scammer payback, but I left. And I lived a couple of months without it. I was happy. I'm leaving this world knowing the next person that steps forward will not be humiliated like I was. I know, she literally could have just remade herself a different identity and been fine. Like, bro. Let's see. I was happy. I'm leaving this world knowing the next person that's this world will not be humiliated like I was. That's enough for me. There's nothing else to live for. I assure you, his e-dick ain't that good. Okay? I see no future. You did that yourself. Congratulations, commentary channels and fans. You won. You convinced someone with suicidal tendencies to follow through. First time receiving comments and criticism on the internet? Oh, honey. It could be a lot worse. You could be King Cobra. No future. No future without Pink Buddy. She's actually feeling guilt for Pink Buddy's death. That's got to be it. It is really things like this that make me so questioning of like allegations. Right? This is the stuff. This is what we talk about. Right? This is why it's an issue. This is an issue because people are weaponizing the internet for their dumb bullshit. That's what this is, right? Like, there's that lady who came out recently and talked about her abuse story. And while there was no names given, it is speculated that it is Wilbur Soot. And again, the name wasn't given. She was just telling her story. And she deliberately didn't leave a name. So now the internet has taken it upon themselves to force people involved to give a name. to force the young lady to give a name, to force Wilbur Soot to pay for these actions that he allegedly committed, if he is even the one. But the thing is, I there's like two things here, right? Hold on, my phone buzzed. Let me answer that. Yeah. Okay, so there's two things here. The first is that kind of behavior online has gotten really bad, that now people are just sitting around and they're speculating on who it could possibly be about, right? And then the second part is like, you know, you're stepping into somebody else's thing. They weren't really asking for all this to be done. They wanted to give their story and not put anybody under the spotlight, right? Just a reminder that someone committing Sudoku is never your fault unless that person is yourself. Okay, this is the second time I've addressed Hassan's take, and I 100% agree with him. Streaming is the hardest job in this economy. No, this job's fucking... I'm barely working. I'm just talking. I do this in my free time. Before everybody says, well, Diesel, then you could stream more. Yeah, I know. I have no excuse. But yeah, what I was gonna say is like, you know, you get one angle where it's a lot of people, like you get people that want to do internet justice, people that want to get revenge, and that's all. She asked people directly not to speculate. Yeah. And people couldn't do that. They need to get justice. They need to have a reason to be righteously indignant at someone. But the reality is that it's not really your place. It's not really my place either, right? I rarely, if ever, can get emotionally invested in these things anymore because it happens so much, and a lot of it ends up being people being people, right? Like a lot of the times these interpersonal conflicts that people have are messy, and many times fault isn't on just one person. Now, maybe it could be something else, but many times it's not, or many times it's more multifaceted than that. You know, like a divorce, for example, is rarely on one person or the other. You know, usually it's a lot of little things that have built up over time that led to this moment where two people are hashing out the details of who gets what from their marriage, right? And in relationships, people can either walk away quietly or they can be vindictive and try and get back on their partner. And you see that a lot. And I see it happen a lot with younger people where there's like relationship conflict and they say that's abuse. Now, I don't know if that is the case. I did not watch her stuff at all. I did not watch her story, any of that, period. I'm speaking generally, not about this event specifically, but I do know it happens where young people have relationship conflict and they think any conflict is tantamount to abuse. So if you're a young person and you are in a relationship, it is normal to have conflict in a relationship because you're both your own person. You both bring different things to the table. Sometimes those things are going to conflict, right? But the important part is for you to be able to have constructive arguments, right? Like I'll have a heated conversation with my friend, right? A friend that I care about. And we could do one of two things. We could get really loud at each other and solve nothing. But then we're not communicating our feelings effectively to one another. We're not being respectful of one another. So it's something that you don't learn instantly. And it took me a long time to learn this. Basically through my entire early 20s, I didn't realize that you need to be able to express how you feel to have those hard discussions, even when they're hard and you know it's difficult. And I think a lot of young people don't learn that skill. And I think it leads to a lot of problems in relationships. Do I think I'm an expert? No, not at all. But talking about my fucking coffee. but the point of me bringing this up is that I think a lot of what we see show up on the internet is more people not doing work on themselves or unpacking their baggage to get to an answer that is good for both of them. You need to be able to look at yourself in a lot of situations. Diesel, you and I have never been in a conflict because I agree with you on every topic 100%. 07. See, CJ, but this shouldn't even be guru talk, right? Like, a part of this is like you grow as a person, right? As an adult, and you learn these things, but a lot of young people don't. And I here's why I think it happens more in the creator space, right? You're a nerdy kid in high school, right? Nobody likes you. Nobody likes a nerd in high school. You're fucking a loser. I know the nerds are like the popular ones now, but hold with me here, right? You're unpopular your entire teenage years. Nobody wants to be with you. Nobody wants to go to prom with you. All those superficial things you care about. So you don't get a lot of that experience of going through a relationship and going through a breakup and going through the struggles of it. Now all of a sudden you're rich and famous and everybody wants to fuck you and be with you, right? Now what's happened is you're in a relationship. Somebody's beautiful, somebody you've always wanted, right? And now you're in a position where I've never had practice. I've never had experience. I never went through conflicts because I spent every single waking moment at home. And now you're in a situation where you're living with this person. It's also the first person you've dated. And now you're trying to figure out what are the bounds on what's appropriate conflict, what's appropriate mediation. And I think a lot of people just struggle with that, right? And they can't come up to figure out a good answer for it, right? So the person who's the quote unquote victim in a lot of these situations feels like they were abused, right? And then the person on the other side now has to defend themselves against that person. It becomes like a me versus them thing, right? Not every relationship that people leave has to turn into Twitter beef. Not every relationship you leave has to be the internet being the adjudicator for it. And I see a lot of that happening with the creator space, and it is really scary. It is not good because whether we like it or not, teenagers, younger people are going to look at how these creators handle these things as potential role models for what they should do in their relationships. So we need to be able to learn how to communicate and deal with things effectively. We shouldn't be talking about some creator's relationship going shit, being about domestic violence, being about essay every week. A lot of these things need, like, the thing is like you can't have school teach it either, because school can't for a lot of these things, right? But things like conflict resolution should come up in social situations. You should be experiencing social situations that cause you to have difficult conversations. Have difficult conversations with people in your life that you care about and love and respect, because those are the most difficult, hard conversations to have. And I think a lot of young people just don't have that. So there. Whatever age you peak on at the internet is the age you stay. If you don't talk to people outside of that have normal lives. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking. Because I don't know. I always say to myself, like, one day I'm gonna wake up and like, am I gonna be like this? But I think I'm more confident now in saying that I won't, because I do keep a foot in the real world, and it's like. And I talk about my experiences with like social work and stuff a lot on these streams. But I do hope that it gives me a certain grounding from those kind of grandiose delusions that you see a lot. Airing beef online can affect you IRL in the future. These kids don't realize that potential employers may see that stuff. That's another thing. A lot of these kids think that this is their forever job. That's what I thought too when I was 18. That's what I thought too when I was 19. Like, oh, I'm hanging out with Quackity. We're making Reddit content. The Loudmouth podcast is picking up. There's talk about potential deals with people and things and all this stuff going on. And I think it was a wake-up call for me personally to have all that fall apart, right? to, and I have a lot of those connections again, don't get me wrong, right? So I don't want you going after any of the people that I used to hang around. You know, you lose all those connections, and then all of a sudden I was like alone in the world. And I'm still in college, and now I'm in like film school. So well, now I got to do like the regular film school thing. I'm working odd jobs here or there, doing contract work, working on film sets, spending like 8, 9, 10, 11-hour days in the sweltering heat, carrying equipment. You know, like it humbles you. And I think for a lot of people, you need that experience because as a teenager, you think you're the shit. And a lot of these guys, they get famous when they're teenagers, so they never have that experience where they get knocked down and have to feel like shit to know that, okay, I'm not that important. It's time to like grow up. And a lot of them don't get that. And then they have it when they're like 25 on the internet in real life, and then it's like 10 times worse. Okay? Like mine was handled behind the scenes. And I dealt with it, and I did what I needed to do for my mental health. And then I picked myself up by my bootstraps, and I said, okay, it's time to figure out what to do with myself. Right? But a lot of them, they don't have that moment. Right? Like, they maybe for a short time worked retail or McDonald's, right? Maybe. But their sense of the world is limited, really limited. And I've noticed that I gravitate more towards older people and older creators because the ones around my age have that problem because they got famous when they were really young. You get out there, you ain't shit. You gotta build it 100%, 100%. That never made sense to me because I never thought I was awesome or anything when I was a teenager, Lamau. So these like narcissistic teens are a foreign concept to me. I don't know if it's like a generational thing, or maybe I don't know. I think a lot of teenagers think they know it all. They think they know it all, right? They have strong opinions about social issues that they can't vote on. I think that's a good example of it, right? Or if you want to give the meme answer, the fact that at any point during the day I can be exposed to a 14-year-old's opinion should be a war crime. When I was a kid, I always wondered why my dad's hands looked how they did. Now I know, because my hands look that way. Life works you over. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say that you're that old of a person if you're like, well, here's another thing. It's kind of generational because millennials in particular, I think, are very much like, there's two things, right? When I interact with Zoomers, it's more like people, they're really good at things. Zoomers are really good at one or two things, but they're really bad at a lot of things, right? And I don't know if that's because a lot of Zoomers spent a lot of the social years with the pandemic, because that was like, what, a good 2-3 years where they weren't interacting, right? But Zoomers are like, they're really good at using a certain piece of equipment or computer, but they don't vocalize at all. They don't do the soft skills, you know, the talking and the conversing and the communicating with other people. They don't do that. Millennials have really good soft skills, but they always think that they're owed something or that they're like amazing. And I don't know if that's like that came from their parents. But they're more entitled generally, right? And I'm making generalizations about people. Obviously, this isn't everybody, yada yada yada. But that's kind of how I see it. And if you're talking about like Zillennials, I think most Zillennials probably err more towards the side of millennial, where they think they are like super PogChamp in that way. I know I was, right? Because if you have boomer parents, they're like, you're going to go to college and everything's going to be perfect and you're going to be amazing at everything. Why are you being based? Does this count as based? I could be based. I could say something really fucked up. Well, that's the thing, right? So like so Kim, right? An unconfident teenager will be somebody who talks out to their parents or maybe a figure in a position of authority, right? Not all the time, but a lot of time you get that, or you get the one that is non-communicative, right? So right there, you're saying I was not confident at all until about 18 or 19 that I started to gain confidence in a voice. Well, yeah, when you were a teenager, that type of teenager exists. There's like 3 or 4 types, right? And that's just how it is, because that's just human nature when you're a teenager, right? You're exploring, you're pressing boundaries, you're trying to figure out where you are in the grand scheme of things, who you like, what your fucking hobbies are. And because this is America, they want you to figure out what the fuck you're going to do for the rest of your life by the time you turn 18. So those are all things that happen. See, my parents did the opposite. They told me I'm just here to make babies, but my good, am I good at it? That's... Oh, shit. I'm Gen X. Holy shit, you're Gen X and you're watching me? I'm like fucking... You could be my parent, bro. Internet and social media have been a ginormous game changers for teenagers these days. Dude, there's something to be... I don't know what needs to happen, but the internet has been... Ted Kaczynski quote, yada yada, industrial revolution and its consequences for the man, blah, 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 blah. All right. You'll know the quote. There's that. Wow, we got really fucking sidetracked. But yeah, like, I don't know. I saw some people tweeting, like, why isn't anybody covering the Wilbur suit allegations? Is it really appropriate for us to be covering all these things like this? We gotta have some fun. We need to know when to shoot and when not. Okay, we need to know when to talk about something and when not to talk about something. Oh my god, Diesel, fancy you mentioned Uncle Ted. See, yeah, teenagers have always done stupid shit, but it's more widely seen now. Right? It's more widely seen now because of the internet. They always did dumb things, but now like you used to do dumb things for your friends, but now you do dumb things for your followers. It really hasn't changed. I did dumb things for my friends. And if I did dumb things for my friends and I was a little younger, my dumb things would be on TikTok. Okay? And I'm glad they're not on TikTok. I'm glad I could still, like, that the internet and social media was in its infancy, so much so that my cringe moments like that are gone. And even then, I still have stuff like 3 years ago that I look back on and I'm like, what the fuck were you doing? What did Cat send? Cat with a C. Uncle Ted mentioned. Who the hell is Wilbur? He's like a YouTuber. He's like a twink YouTuber. That's how I would describe him, as a twink. He's being accused of domestic violence and abuse by the internet, his ex-girlfriend didn't mention him by name, but it is assumed that it is him. And another thing is, I think we are using the internet way too much to vent our personal feelings. That is something I had a problem with, and I didn't really come to terms with not doing that until recently, like in the last 2 years of my life. Because we all rush to make a sad tweet or sad post or something like that. Don't resist that urge. Type out the tweet, then don't. Then you know what? If you really want to express how you feel, look at this. It's a notebook, right? I have words written down in this notebook. This is not a diary, I can tell you that. A lot of this is filled with like pointless notes about different things that came up in my head. I'll write my notes physically if I can, instead of on a phone, just to do phone less. But you know, fucking get one. You know how cheap these Muji notebooks are? They're cheap. Okay. People nowadays blame the internet for everything, but I'm assuming you said I think we should be looking at Zoomer and Alpha parents for letting their kids loose on social media, and millennial parents. Millennial parents would probably have the oldest, right, kids right now that would be quickest to be on the internet from this. I guess that would be Gen Alpha, right? Diary of a Muscular Man. I do have a diary. It is not this. My diary is actually sitting way over there. It is a leather-bound journal. Diary of a Muscular Man, Goblin Day. I just complained to my friends or BF in a private Discord. I do not need the whole of Twitter to know I want to endgame myself. Here's another thing. Another life thing. It is important to share your feelings with your friends, but you should not be using your friends as a therapist. You should not be using your partner as a therapist. Be careful that you don't overdo that, okay? It's important to communicate with people about how you're feeling, especially if you feel like you're going to do something stupid, but you want to be careful about that. You don't want to use people like that. Using people like that is fucking, well, one, personally, it's wrong just from a social standpoint. But also for you, how you think about those people is going to be predicated on that, right? And sometimes friends fall apart, friends move on, so you don't want to put too much of that into your friends. This is why going to therapy is important. This is why self-care and mental health and all that stuff is like super important. I keep a bullet journal. We're so alike, boss. But it's I've known people in my life who come to me and they're venting to me and I let them vent. I'm a caretaker, right? That's just who I am as a person. It makes me feel good to know that other people are doing good. It's how I express love and care for other people. So I'll listen a lot. And then I realized that I can't do that for everybody. Right? And there was a person in my life who would only come to me for that or what mattered for them. And when I would come to them, they wouldn't listen, or they'd have nothing to offer me in terms of anything. Right? So they were just using me for that, for the aspect of the fact that I'm a good listener type thing, right? And it was very hard to come to that realization that maybe all your friends, like your friends can be good people, but you wouldn't tell all your friends all your fucking secrets, right? And it's important to realize when and where to do that and how much to do it. And like some stuff it's better to keep to yourself. Bro, those are friends I cut out of my life. That was the first one I cut out of my life in a long time. My mom is a boomer and she's super into TikTok. Like, obsessed. Can't stop watching it. Fights everyone in the comments. She's such a teenager. It's infuriating. Naughty, I know you and I talk about that. I hope there comes a day where your mom can have a more healthy relationship with social media. I do not wish a TikTok mom on anybody. You are stronger than I, okay? All right, I got a Facebook mom, and it's already fucking hard enough, all right? I get to hear about all the family's stupid bullshit. I was doing bingo. What happened? I'm giving life advice now, you know, because a 26-year-old knows how life works. I'm wholly unqualified to be having this conversation. Diesel, I have to dump some personal trauma, but meanwhile, don't share your shit. I don't need to hear it. Greg, that is literally how it was. It was literally how it was. Oh, shit. When do we get to the Roblox car crashes? Lee Ann. My GF recently broke up with me for part of this. All the negative emotions that I was putting out, she was taking in and bottling those up, and it was affecting her in too many negative ways. I know I meme about it. I know I joke about it. Listen, I'm on anxiety medication. I'll admit that. I'm actually a very anxious person. Okay? That's why I had IBS. Is because I couldn't get my fucking anxiety in check, and they thought I had colon cancer. No, I'm just anxious. Right? But this is why you do, and say it with me, chat. This is why you take your meds and go to therapy. Okay? 2 things. Do them. For the love of God. Do them. All right? 100% you need to do them. You need to do, if you can't ground yourself, a therapist, a good therapist, many bad therapists, will ground the fuck out of you. Me and Diesel are gonna do benzos together. Sure, bestie, we're pull up. Oh shit. Shout out to meds. Shout out to medication. Take that. Wait, your IBS was caused by your anxiety? Yeah, so irritable bowel syndrome can be caused by anxiety, I found out. I just had my stomach was anxious because my brain was anxious. My psychiatrist is sick of me. Hey, yo, me. Can I get some of that good stuff? Yeah, so fun thing. I started taking Traveler's diarrhea medication to try and help my this was like way in the beginning. I started taking that kind of like stuff that you take in a country that has malaria. I was taking medication like that, like over the counter stuff. And it turns out one of the side effects of that is like slowing down your heart rate. So I was slowly giving myself heart problems in the beginning. And then not fun, by the way. They had to take a stool sample. And if you've never done a stool sample before, let me tell you what happens when you get a fucking stool sample, all right? So they hand me this bag of stuff at the doctor's office. And they hand me this bag of stuff at the doctor's office. And I'm going, what the fuck? And I shit you not, chat, there was a shovel in this bag. So I put 2 and 2 together and I went, oh God, I'm gonna have to shovel my shit. So they told me I needed to bring back to the doctors a poo sample for them to study to figure out whether or not I had cancer. Lo and behold, I don't have cancer. But you know, when I go poo, I had to set up this entire like system. I had to set up a poo net to catch my poo, and then the bottle has a little shovel, like a little fucking army man shovel, attached to the cap. And I had to this is the second shit story I've told on stream, by the way. Right? But I had to get on the floor of my bathroom and lean over the poo net and scoop a poo into the thing, into the bottle. And I am a normal person. I don't play with my feces. And it was fucking disgusting. I'm sitting here on the floor of my bathroom. I'm going, right? And I'm gagging. This is the most disgusting thing I've done in a long time. In the longest of times, this is the most disgusting thing, right? And I'm scooping it up to make sure I get like a decent amount because it was like a line I had to hit. Digging for treasure. There was no treasure. It was nothing but horrors. Okay? And I'm a man. So like this was not a small so this was weird. Okay? This was like uncomfortable. And there's so many things I learned about shit in that moment.
$2 from cat was taken, FPS Illuminati.
I never realized this. But I should have, because I spent enough time not doing good in sports medicine classes to know it's gross, but poo comes out at the same temperature as your body, right? So one, it's very malleable. Okay. Okay, and it's warm. It radiates heat. Was it the size of a baby arm is the real question. I'm sorry, I can't beat the Amy Schumer sized poo that Illuminati left in her fucking toilet. But here's the thing, right? When they thought I had cancer, another one of the things they made me do, right? To make me get an ultrasound. Now, women who have been pregnant in the chat, right? Do we need the poop chart, Diesel? I've already given too much information. I can't tell you this more about my shit. Oh, I should mention, I had gloves. I had gloves when I was digging the poo. Okay? I had gloves. I was not free balling it. Okay? That did not happen. Break out the Bristol stool chart. Not happening. So I went to get an ultrasound. And women who have been pregnant, the jelly they put on you is very cold. Right? And it is a little weird. It's a little weird, right? It's a little bit of a uncomfortable. It's a little uncomfortable, right? But they're so used to having women come in for ultrasounds related to pregnancy that when I got into the room and I was wearing like a wedding gown. I was wearing a hospital gown. And as they're getting ready to do the ultrasound, the lady said, "When are you expecting?" And I like, what the fuck do you say in that situation? I should have just been like, "Yeah, I'm expecting next week. I think it'll be over in no time." Like, what the fuck? Like, and she's like, "Oh wait, oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's a long day." And I'm like, it's okay. Me too, as you can tell. And she's like, and it was just like, oh god, all right, just see if I have cancer or something. Come on. Diesel at his poop appointment in his wedding gown. Oh shit. Luckily, so they were going to do a colonoscopy, right? But then after they said they wanted to sedate me and stick a camera up my ass, I said, nope. And then I had a panic attack for the first time. For reasons I'd love to discuss but can't. I didn't start having panic attacks actually until after my grandmother died because she helped raise me. But I had told my doctor I'm having panic attacks. She was like, okay, I'll give you this medication. Fuck it. Like, no questions asked. and I've been on it, and I don't have panic attacks anymore. So, there you go. Point of the matter is, I didn't have a poop issue. I had a mental health issue. It just goes to show you the brain-body connection, right? I've had an endoscopy. I haven't had a colonoscopy. I didn't want to put something up my butt. I know the doctor at some point is going to stick a finger up my ass to check my prostate. I didn't want to. I didn't really want to go through the process of being knocked out. I just didn't want to. So what you're saying is take your meds. Yeah, that's the moral of my story is take your meds. Take your fucking meds. Take your meds, and if you don't have meds, maybe you need meds. Otherwise, you're going to get a camera up your ass, and a nurse is going to call you pregnant, and you're going to have to scoop poop with a shovel in your own toilet. So... there you go. I hope you all feel very enlightened by Diesel. I can't believe I shared any of that. That was absolutely ridiculous to share, but I figure it was funny enough to share after that serious conversation. Anyway, that's the end of stream. The meds didn't work, Diesel. Yeah, I'm still crazy. But get out of here, chat. I can't. If you're still crazy, I can't help you. That's it.